pulang-pulangnya tuh emang jago bahasa Inggris, bukan karena apa, kayak Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hello everyone, hello sobat YouTube aku yang sudah lama subscribe dan hello juga yang baru bergabung. Oke guys, semoga semuanya selalu dalam keadaan sehat walafiat dan selalu dalam lindungan Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Tentunya selalu dalam keadaan bersyukur atas kenikmatan yang Allah berikan kepada kita semua, baik yang kecil maupun yang besar, wajib kita syukuri. Karena jika kita tidak memiliki rasa syukur sama sekali, maka kita akan selalu merasa kekurangan. Naudzubillahi min dzalik. Oke, yang akan kita reaction kali ini merupakan daripada video Malaysia lagi. Di sini daripada channelnya Kak Ria Oktorina. Silakan yang belum di subscribe dulu channel dari Kak Ria Oktorina ini ya teman-teman ya. Coba daripada kita penasaran nih videonya seperti apa, langsung saja kita klik dulu yuk videonya. Check it out.
But why is no one talking about Malaysia being literally the best destination to learn English?
They're absolutely fantastic English speakers and surely one of the best in the world.
And of course, I tell them, yes, most people in Malaysia speak English. Many people here speak very good English. Probably better than a lot of English people, if we're completely honest. But also, when you look at our education system, and really this says an awful lot about how good the education system in Malaysia is when it comes to teaching second, third, fourth languages.
A 7-year-old from Malaysia just made history. Amatullah Hamida is now an international speech competition champion. At just 7 years old, Amatullah Hamida has beaten 25 participants from 6 countries to win an international English speech competition. This young girl has not only made Malaysia proud, but also proven that Malaysian children have what it takes to shine internationally.
How old are you?
8.
8? And are you fluent like this?
Huh?
Your mother oftenly speak English at home?
Yeah, but when she talks to someone at the phone, speaks Bahasa Melayu.
Oh, your mother taught you very well.
Why we cannot touch dog and pig? Because it's
Gawang. It's haram.
It's haram.
Okay, baby.
Cute sangat.
North Korea was communist, while South Korea was, USA was democracy. So, excuse me, can I have a bottle of water?
Adik pandai cakap English tak?
Pandai.
Cuba cakap.
English.
Pandai pun Inggris.
Halo semua, saya Ria Oktorina. Kali ini kita akan membahas satu fakta menarik yang jarang disorot tapi sangat membanggakan, yakni kemampuan anak-anak Malaysia dalam berbahasa Inggris. Walaupun usia mereka masih sangat muda, kemampuan mereka dalam memahami, menggunakan, dan bahkan menguasai bahasa Inggris sungguh luar biasa dan patut dijadikan inspirasi.
Okay, but why is no one talking about Malaysia being literally the best destination to learn English? So if you want to learn English and you don't want to spend a ton of money going to a Western country to learn, go to Malaysia, sign up for a language academy, and thank me later. The best way to learn English is to practice it, and Malaysians speak such good English. And even more so than that, they speak, in my opinion, like the most adorable English ever. It's really simple to use. I even use Malaysian English when I'm in other countries. When I'm abroad, speaking to someone that probably doesn't speak very good English, instead of saying, yes, I can do that, I say, and that's enough, and they understand. English speakers make speaking English so complicated, and it really doesn't need to be that way, and Malaysia has opened my eyes to the way of simple English. Food, travel, accommodation, it is so affordable. Heck, I also got my bachelor's degree at Monash University, which is a top 1% university, and I graduated with 0 debt. Yes, I hear the Americans' ears perking up. And while you're there, because I obviously convinced you to go, enjoy the food for me, okay? I miss it. Said that.
A 7-year-old from Malaysia just made history. Amatullah Hamida is now an international speech competition champion. At just 7 years old, Amatullah Hamida has beaten 25 participants from 6 countries to win an international English speech competition. The Pasti Al-Furqan student from Terengganu impressed judges with her poetry recital, showcasing her exceptional talent in public speaking. Hamida's love for public speaking has already earned her recognition from Pasti Terengganu, and even the Terengganu Menteri Besar has praised her achievement. But despite her success, Hamida has a surprising dream: to become a soldier in the future. This young girl has not only made Malaysia proud, but also proven that Malaysian children have what it takes to shine internationally.
See? to fight. Kita boleh lawan. Because she already lawan. That girl was too bad.
So it means that today they have a sparring.
Yes.
You didn't do the sparring.
Yeah, because there's no one the same size as me. But only one of the boys from the USS.
Taking English lesson.
Oh, I am good at English.
Yes, your mother tongue in home is English?
Traveling.
No. How old are you?
8.
8. And are you fluent like this?
Huh?
Your mother oftenly speak English at home?
Yeah, but when she talks to someone at the phone, speaks basmala you.
Oh. Your mother taught you very well. You love both your father and mother?
I love all of them.
Okay, good. So I want you in the future become a good people. Okay?
I've been a good kid.
Okay. I don't know what to speak. Time. Aku tak tahu tu. Baru mulakan tahun dah cakap macam tu kan. Aku ambil degree pun cakap biasa-biasa. Tesel biasa. Future Tesel lah. Amin.
Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone, it's me Raisha. Today I'm going to tell you about one of the city in Malaysia, Ipoh.
Keren ya bahasa Inggris.
The city full of charm, history and amazing food. Known for its colonial era building,
Masih
like
kecil
the
soalnya,
iconic
gitu.
Ipoh railway station and vibrant street art. It's perfect for history lovers. Foodies will love the famous Ipoh white coffee, bean sprout chicken, and delicious kaya puffs.
Ayam toge.
Nature's lover can explore stunning spots like Dusty Journey, a hidden lake surrounded by limestone cliffs. Ipoh is also rich in culture with a mix of Malay, Chinese, and Indian influences, making it a truly unique and laid-back destination. It's the perfect place for a short getaway. See you there.
Can we touch cat? Cat, meow. Can or not?
Yeah.
Can we touch horse? Can we touch rabbit? Can we touch dog? Can we touch pig? Why we cannot touch dog and pig? Because it's it's haram.
First
Imut banget.
was in Korea. In Korea, after World War II, during the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, explosion in Japan surrendered, and so
Suka nih.
Korea was split in half. And the North Korea was communist, while South
loh
Korea
bahasa Inggrisnya.
was, USA was democracy. So
Eka Hafiz may just be 11 years old, but he's already built a name for himself on social media. His videos on TikTok, where he speaks smoothly and confidently in English, have gone viral among Malaysian netizens. His most popular video, Bebel Tapuas Hati, has been viewed over 2 million times. In it, the precocious lad can be seen and heard complaining about the education syllabus during his mother's time. The video has been liked over 135,000 times. In another series, Eka recites facts about the history of the country, touching on the invasion of Old Malacca and going all the way to the formation of Malaysia in 1963. So how does he feel when making these videos?
I feel kinda excited, although a bit nervous, but not really.
According to his father, Hafiz Azam, Eka picked up his impeccable style of speaking from watching educational videos and game streams on the internet. As for his love of history, Hafiz chalks it up to their family trips, during which his son loves nothing more than to share stories and background information about the places they visit. Neither Eka's father nor mother expected their son to go viral on TikTok.
Her aunt, who lives with us, likes to document them, so that her family in Sabah can view them. That's the actual intention for a lot of the content that she put on is we we don't plan for like to be viral or something. It's just it's just sharing with our families.
Eka's favorite subject in school is, of course, sejarah, although he says he is interested in studying robotics in the future. Hopefully, he goes from talking about history to making history.
Excuse me, can I have a bottle of water? It should stay in it. It's noisy. Are you serious? I want burgers and chips. Apa khabar kamu? Sihat ke yuk? Ada kamu. Yuk, saya satu yuk. Terima kasih yuk.
Adik pandai cakap English tak?
Pandai.
Cuba cakap.
Ini yang lucu. Keren.
English language school.
In Malaysia.
Malaysia's English class good or not? I want to try one thing in Malaysia. Sure. You want to learn phonics?
Okay. Let's go.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, sir. Only kids allowed.
I am so worried because my son looks so confused.
Read that, my dear.
But the teacher is so professional. Interested, happy, focused. Why? Teacher caring about each child to make sure they are attentive. Classroom ethics being taught from young age. Can you imagine that it's his first day? Whoa! 綺麗だね. And we are happy. British Council.
One of the questions that I get the most by people back in the UK is, do people in Malaysia speak English? And of course I tell them, yes, most people in Malaysia speak English. Many people here speak very, very good English. Probably better than a lot of English people, if we're completely honest. But that is not the thing that fascinates me about language when it comes to the people of Malaysia. What really fascinates me are the sheer number of people here that can speak multiple languages. For example, it's not uncommon at all to meet somebody in Malaysia that will speak fluent English, fluent Malay, a Chinese dialect. And then here in Kuching, for example, you'll meet people that can also speak Iban, Badayu, and all number of different languages. For example, my very good friend here, who in fact right now is standing about 20 feet away from me, he can speak perfectly fluent English, Malay, Iban, Badayu, Malanao, maybe some Chinese, I'm not sure. But that's like at least 5 languages that he can speak easily, eloquently, and I've witnessed he can be having a conversation with one person and then just switch into the other language to talk to another person. It's absolutely amazing and inspiring to see. Now compare that to us back in the UK. We are generally atrocious at learning other languages. I don't think that's exclusive to the UK. I think countries where English is the first language, we're not the best at then learning other languages. We obviously have a sort of lazy advantage because English is so widely spoken, it's spoken all over the world, and when we travel, there is unfortunately a thing where we don't have to learn languages to go to other countries because people there will speak English. It's terrible, I know. We should do better. But also, when you look at our education system, and really this says an awful lot about how good the education system in Malaysia is when it comes to teaching second, third, fourth languages. In the UK, I think our education in that area is really, really lacking. I mean, we don't really start learning another language until we're sort of some way into middle school. This was the case when I was at school. It may be different now. I was at school a very, very, very long time ago. But when I was there, I don't think I started learning, it was French, until I was maybe about 7 or 8 years old. And by the time I finished my GCSEs, I got a B, which is a pretty good score actually. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. And I could only really speak very, very, very basic French, and that was enough for me to get a B in my GCSEs at 16 years old. And the saddest thing for me as well is if you're not brought up bilingual or multilingual, then later on in life it's much, much harder for you to learn languages. Like me, for example, I've lived in Malaysia on and off over the past over a decade now, and I still speak Malay like a caveman that's possibly been hit on the head too many times. And then compare that to like a Malaysian that will say to me, oh sorry, my English isn't very good. And I'm like, man, your English is better than a load of people I know back in the UK who are meant to be native speakers. Yes, Malaysia is a wonderful example of a completely multilingual country and a very, very good example of how to educate your children properly to speak a multitude of languages.
So since we've been back in Malaysia, I've realised how strong the British values here are. Malaysian people, I would say, quite safely, are almost as British as we are. I mean, I could probably tell you 5 different facts now that probably make the Malaysian people more British than the British are, essentially. First one is the English language. It's estimated that over 65% of Malaysians speak English. They're absolutely fantastic English speakers and surely one of the best in the world. I mean, come to England and you'll find out that some people really struggle to speak the British or English language, even some of the locals. The next one is the Premier League. Right, Premier League is a massive thing in Malaysia. Did you know that apparently there's over 10 million fans of the Premier League in Malaysia? The Malaysian population is just over 30 million, making over a third of the population of Premier League supporters. Hey mate, it's mad, isn't it? The royal family. When the Queen died, you know, there was a bit of national mourning and condolences for the British Queen. You know, in Pahang they were flying the flags half-mast, and the Petronas Towers turned purple to commemorate the Queen. Talk to anyone English and some English people will turn around and say to you that they didn't really care at all. But here in Malaysia, there were big fans of the Queen, or there were a lot of condolences. Tea. Right, now if you know British people, tea is a massive thing to be. It's kind of being British, essentially. But did you know Malaysia is one of the biggest tea consumers in the world? And in fact, if you ask a British person probably what the national drink is, he'll say a cup of tea. And in Malaysia, you know what it is? They'll probably say teh-tarik, making it maybe even more British than we are. The other one, and the final one, is memorials and British architecture. There is a real love for it. If you go to Taiping, if you go to Ipoh, there's always something British. If you go to Kelly's Castle, you know, it's a massive thing. And check out the war memorials here too as well. You know, Malaysian people, you guys, I swear, you have more love for it than we do. I think you guys are maybe more British than us British are.
Di usia yang masih belia, anak-anak di Malaysia sudah menunjukkan kefasihan dalam bercakap bahasa Inggris yang mengejutkan banyak orang. Bukan hanya sekadar bisa, tapi mereka berbicara dengan pengucapan yang jelas, kosakata yang jelas, dan kadang-kadang dengan aksen yang sangat natural, seolah-olah mereka dibesarkan di lingkungan native speaker. Ini bukanlah kebetulan, melainkan hasil dari kombinasi faktor budaya, pendidikan, dan latar belakang masyarakat yang unik. Malaysia adalah sebuah negara yang berbilang kaum, terdiri daripada Melayu, Cina, India, dan berbagai etnik lain. Keberagaman ini menciptakan sebuah kondisi sosial yang secara alami mendorong interaksi lintas bahasa. Bahasa Melayu mungkin menjadi bahasa kebangsaan, tapi dalam kehidupan sehari-hari, masyarakat Malaysia terbiasa mendengar dan bercakap dalam berbagai bahasa, termasuk bahasa Cina, Tamil, dan tentunya bahasa Inggris. Maka tak heran jika anak-anak di negara ini terbentuk dalam lingkungan multibahasa sejak kecil. Selain itu, sistem pendidikan di Malaysia juga mendukung penguasaan bahasa Inggris secara serius. Sejak bangku sekolah rendah, mata pelajaran bahasa Inggris sudah menjadi komponen penting dalam kurikulum. Tak sedikit pula sekolah-sekolah swasta dan internasional yang menggunakan bahasa Inggris sebagai bahasa pengantar utama. Akibatnya, budak-budak di Malaysia tumbuh dengan rasa percaya diri yang tinggi ketika bercakap dalam bahasa ini. Bahkan lebih hebat lagi, banyak anak-anak Malaysia yang telah berjaya meraih penghargaan di pentas antarabangsa. Mereka menjadi juara dalam pertandingan pidato, debat, hingga Olimpiade Bahasa Inggris yang diadakan oleh institusi global. Hal ini bukan hanya membanggakan bagi rakyat Malaysia, tetapi juga mengundang decak kagum dari masyarakat luar negara. Banyak orang luar yang mulai melirik Malaysia sebagai tempat yang cocok untuk belajar bahasa Inggris. Tidak perlu jauh-jauh terbang ke Eropa atau Amerika. Karena Malaysia menawarkan lingkungan pembelajaran yang kondusif, biaya hidup yang jauh lebih rendah, serta masyarakat yang ramah dan sudah terbiasa dengan komunikasi dalam bahasa Inggris. Inilah salah satu kelebihan Malaysia yang patut dihargai. Bukan sekadar sebagai destinasi wisata atau pusat bisnis, tetapi juga sebagai salah satu tempat terbaik untuk belajar bahasa internasional. Kemampuan anak-anak Malaysia dalam menguasai bahasa Inggris menjadi cerminan betapa pentingnya keterbukaan budaya dan sistem pendidikan yang progresif. Saya, Ria Oktorina, percaya bahwa apa yang ditunjukkan oleh anak-anak Malaysia ini bukan hanya prestasi, tapi juga pelajaran penting bagi negara-negara lain, termasuk Indonesia. Jika kita ingin maju, kita harus mulai membiasakan generasi muda kita dengan kemampuan berbahasa asing sejak dini. Bukan untuk menanggalkan jati diri, tetapi untuk memperluas cakrawala, membuka pintu ke dunia, dan memperkuat posisi kita di kancah global. Mari kita ambil inspirasi dari anak-anak Malaysia bahwa usia bukan penghalang untuk berprestasi dan bahwa multibahasa adalah kekuatan, bukan kebingungan. Karena masa depan adalah milik mereka yang mampu bercakap dalam lebih dari satu bahasa dan menggunakan kemampuan itu untuk membangun dunia yang lebih baik.
Bener banget. Masya Allah, tabarokallah ya, daripada channelnya Kak Ria Oktorina ini, teman-teman ya. Jadi kemampuan berbahasa Inggris, emang aku tuh kagum udah sejak lama sih, karena ada beberapa tetangga, beberapa keluarga yang emang udah berlama-lama hidup di Malaysia itu pulang-pulangnya tuh emang jago bahasa Inggris, bukan karena apa, kayak udah terbiasa ngomongnya gitu kan, udah terbiasa mereka itu komunikasinya di sana mungkin memang dicampur dengan bahasa Inggris gitu kan, jadi kayak kalah banget gitu ya di sini yang udah mati-matian belajar bahasa Inggris, ketika mereka pulang ke Indonesia dari Malaysia, Masya Allah jago bahasa Inggrisnya teman-teman ya. Oke, daripada video kali ini apa nih yang bisa teman-teman sharing di kolom komentar biar kita saling berbagi pengalaman, pengetahuan di kolom komentar. Oke, sekian dulu video dari kami, tunggu video-video terbaru dan terseru lainnya. Terima kasih sudah mengklik video ini. Mohon maaf bila ada salah kata. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.